stadium stands silent. The battlefield awaits. Shadows stir, legends awaken. Tonight, the clash begins. Join the Night Watch and let's sim the battle and rule the night together. Welcome to Night Night Sims. Along the banks of the Scioto and Olatangi rivers, where the waters twist and turn through the heart of Columbus, there are whispers of an ancient force, voices that call out from the depths, beguiling and dangerous. The legend of the River Sirens. It runs deep through the city's lore, speaking of spirits that dwell beneath the surface, their songs luring unweary to their doom. These figures of beauty and peril embody both the life-giving currents of the rivers and their hidden destructive powers. The origins of the siren myth in Columbus are tied to the rivers that have shaped the city's history. Long before the skyline rose, these waterways served as a vital lifeline for trade and travel, but also as a source of mystery. Tales emerged of travelers hearing haunting melodies late at night, the music weaving through the fog above the water. Some claimed to see figures gliding beneath the surface, their forms glimpsed only in the faint moonlight. Fishermen spoke of unexplained disappearances, their boats found drifting empty, the river whispering secrets that no one could decipher. The Columbus River Sirens channel this duality of allure and menace. They move with fluid precision, their defense coiling like the river's currents, closing off every route and pulling opponents into the depths. Their offense strikes suddenly, with the irresistible force of a wave crashing against the shore. They do not overpower their rivals, they overwhelm them, surrounding them with an elegance that hides the ferocity beneath. Their identity flows from the rivers themselves. Their uniforms shiver like the surface of the water, incorporating blue, white, and glimmering teal to evoke the siren's mesmerizing appearance. Their emblem, a hauntingly beautiful siren with flowing hair and piercing eyes, reflects their entrancing but formidable nature. Their home, the Siren's Call, transforms into a domain of mystery and danger on game day. On the gridiron, the River Sirens are a force as enchanting as they are dangerous. Their mantra flows through the stadium, carried by their haunting presence. Sing the song, ride the current, pull them under. Columbus is not just the home of the River Sirens. It is their stage, their waters, their hunting ground. To face them is to confront the lure of the unknown and the power of the river's depths. Along the sunlit shores of San Diego, where the Pacific crashes against the coastline and the horizon stretches endlessly, there exists a haunting legend that whispers of the ocean's secrets. It is the tale of the sea wraiths, phantoms born from the depths, spirits that rise with the mist and vanish with the tides. While San Diego is celebrated for its beauty, its waters hold mysteries that defy understanding, and the sea wraiths embody the shadowed, eerie allure. The legend of the sea wraiths begins with the sailors and explorers who braved the open ocean centuries ago. They spoke of shadowy figures emerging from the mist, their forms indistinct, but their presence undeniable. Some claim these wraiths were guardians of the sea, warning those who dared disturb its depths. Others saw them as vengeful spirits, seeking retribution for lives lost to the unforgiving waves. Fishermen whispered of times when their boats seemed surrounded by shadows, even on calm days. And divers recalled hearing faint voices echoing in the abyss. The San Diego sea wraiths take to the gridiron with the same haunting presence. They move like mist rolling across the water, fluid, elusive, and unstoppable. Their defense envelops their opponents, closing gaps with the inevitability that mirrors the rising tide, while their offense strikes with precision, catching teams unaware before fading away. Like the wraiths themselves, they are fleeting, yet undeniable, a force that cannot be outrun or outmatched. Every detail of their identity ties back to the ocean's mysteries. The uniforms shimmer with the deep spectral hues of the Pacific, combining blue with gray and vivid aqua accents. Their logo captures the essence of the wraith, a spectral figure emerging from the swirling waves, veiled by mist and illuminated by moonlight. Their home stadium, the Abyss, transforms into an ethereal domain on game day. On the field, the sea wraiths embody their coastal legend. Their mantra resonates like the ocean's eternal rhythm. Rise with the mist, strike with the tide, haunt the depths. San Diego shores do not merely host the sea wraiths. They are the team's lifeblood. To face them is to confront the restless spirits of the Pacific and the unyielding force of its waves. In the shimmering waters off the shores of Virginia Beach, where the Atlantic tides pull at the coastline and the horizon seems endless, there are tales of a creature that calls the depths its home. The legend of the sea serpent has persisted for centuries, whispered among sailors and coastal dwellers alike, with its massive cyanidous form and its movements as fluid as the waves. The sea serpent is said to rise from the depths when the sea grows restless, a guardian of the unseen forces beneath the ocean's surface. The Virginia Beach sea serpents are a manifestation of this myth, a team that embodies the unrelenting power and mystery of the Atlantic itself. The origins of the sea serpent legend date back to the earliest navigators who braved the vast Atlantic. Their accounts describe dark, serpentine shadows slicing through the waters, scales shimmering beneath the sunlight, and eyes glowing faintly in the depths. Some sailors believe these creatures to be protectors of the ocean, warning against disrespect and recklessness. Others feared them as harbingers of destruction, rising from the abyss to reclaim what the sea has lost. Over generations, the sea serpent became a symbol of the Atlantic's dual nature, breathtakingly beautiful, but ferociously untamed. The Virginia Beach sea serpents channel this legend onto the gridiron, moving with the same fluidity and force as their namesake. Their defense coils around their opponents like a serpent constricting its prey, while their offense strikes with speed and precision like a whip of its tail, cutting through the waves. Their game is a relentless, unyielding current that drags rivals into the deep. Their identity reflects the ocean's allure and its mysteries. The uniforms shiver like the sea under shifting light, featuring deep blue, silver, and green. Their emblem, a sleek coiled serpent with gleaming eyes, captures the raw power and the ancient grace of the legend. Their home, the abyssal shoreline, becomes a theater of the ocean's primal energy on game day. On the field, the sea serpents channel their mythic force. Their mantra resonates like the roar of the tide. Strike swift, coil tight, rule the depths. Virginia Beach is not merely the sea serpent's home, it is their domain, a place where ocean legends come to life. To face them is to dive into the unknown and battle against the tide itself. In the shadowed depths of Australia's waterways, where legends linger like the ripples on a still lagoon, there is a creature of both fascination and fear, the bunyip, a mythical beast said to dwell in billabongs, rivers, and storms. It's the embodiment of Australia's untamed wilderness. Its form shifts when the story is told, sometimes resembling a fearsome predator, other times a spectral guardian, but always leaving those who encounter it haunted by its presence. The Melbourne Bunyips channel this ancient myth into their identity, a team that strikes with the relentless power of nature and the mystery of the unknown. The origins of the Bunyip tale are as old as the land itself, rooted in the oral traditions of Aboriginal Australians. They spoke of a creature that guards the waterways, its growls resonating like thunder, its eyes glowing faintly in the night. Later, stories by European settlers painted the bunyip as an apex predator, its massive shadowy figure able to vanish into the depths at a moment's notice. The legend has persisted through generations, its elusive nature captivating the imaginations of all who hear its name. The Melbourne Bunyips take inspiration from this myth, playing with the untamed ferocity and elusive precision of the creature. Their defense tightens like a constricting ripple in the water, trapping opponents before pulling them under. Their offense strikes suddenly, moving as fluidly and unpredictably as the currents themselves. They are not a team that forces their will, they impose it naturally, enveloping their rivals in the flow of their game. Every element of the Bunyip's identity reflects the primal beauty of Australia's waterways. The uniforms shimmer with the hues of the rivers and wetlands, incorporating blue, green, and black to evoke the mystery and vitality of the beast's domain. Their logo, a haunting silhouette of the bunyip with piercing glowing eyes, captures both the fear and the respect that the legend inspires. Their home stadium, the Billabong, becomes a living tribute to the creature. On the gridiron, the bunyips play with untamed ferocity. Their mantra flows like the water they guard. Rise from the depths, strike without mercy, rule the waterways. Melbourne doesn't just host the bunyips, they are part of the city's essence, a living myth that refuses to fade. To face them is to confront Australia's untamed wilds and the eternal mystery of the water's depths. Nestled between the rugged peaks of the Wasatch Range and the glistening expanse of the Great Salt Lake City harbors a peculiar legend that slithers through its valleys and waterways. It's the tale of the white salamander, a creature cloaked in mystery, rumored to dwell deep within the mountain springs and submerged caverns. Said to possess luminous skin and the ability to vanish into its surroundings, the white salamander has captivated locals for generations. Both revered and feared, This elusive figure embodies the balance of life in Utah's wilderness, a symbol of adaptation, survival, and power hidden beneath the serene waters. The origins of the White Salamander's legend are tied to stories passed down by settlers and explorers who first braved Utah's unforgiving terrain. Some describe glimpses of a glowing ethereal creature darting through the cold mountain springs, disappearing the moment it was seen. Others claim the salamander was a guardian of the freshwater, warning against corruption and imbalance. The creature's mystique grew with each retelling, fueled by whispered sightings and unexplained events in the foothills. Its pale spectral presence, both elusive and unforgettable, became a symbol of nature's relentless adaptability. The Salt Lake City white salamanders drew their identity from this iconic legend, embodying the creature's ability to strike from unseen depths and then slip away without a trace. Their defense is calculated and impenetrable, coiling around opponents with the precision of a predator adapting to its environment. Their offense flows like the spring currents, sudden and unstoppable, exploiting openings with a natural ease. The salamanders don't overwhelm. They adapt, react, and thrive. Like their namesake, they are always there, even when they seem invisible. Every facet of the team reflects the white salamander's mystique. The uniforms shimmer under the stadium lights, blending white with silver and green to evoke the mountain streams where the creature lurks. Their emblem, a sleek, glowing salamander poised mid-strike, captures the duality of beauty and stealth. Their home, the cavern, is designed to immerse fans in the legend. On the field, the salamanders strike with unmatched adaptability. Their mantra, whispered like the rustling of waters, speaks to the timeless presence. Adapt to survive, strike to thrive, lurk unseen. Salt Lake City does not merely celebrate the white salamanders. It is their habitat, their sanctuary, and their legacy. To face them is to confront nature's relentless will and the cunning force of survival. And just like that, another episode is in the books, but the grind never stops. Whether you're scheming your next franchise in Madden, looking for elite play and play now, just remember, champions are built in the moments between the whistle. So if you want more winning strategies, more deep dives, more sim franchises, more team builder teams, and more ways to dominate, then it's time to join the Night Watch. Hit that subscribe button and be part of the squad that never backs down. The next move is yours, so go out there, sim the battle, and rule the night. See you on the field where the real players rise.